Before there was Death Wish, before the guns, the growl, and the don't mess with me stare, there was a little boy named Charles Buczynski walking through the Pennsylvania coal fields in a girl's dress, because it was that or go naked. That's where it starts. Not in Hollywood, but in hell. Chapter 1. Dirt Poor and Dead Serious. Charles Bronson was born Charles Dennis Buczynski in 1921, the 11th of 15 children in a Lithuanian immigrant family living in Ehrenfeld, Pennsylvania, a town so small and so poor it barely made maps. His father died when he was 10. By 16, Bronson was working the mines, hauling coal, shoveling death, and watching grown men break their backs for pennies. He spoke no English until high school, and yes, the stories are true. With no money for clothes, young Charlie was sent to school in hand-me-down dresses. He never forgot it. He didn't talk about it, but it was fuel. Chapter 2. War, Work, and Waiting. World War II gave him an escape. He enlisted in the Army Air Forces, served as an aerial gunner, and earned a Purple Heart. That silence, that stare, he brought it home from the clouds of Europe. After the war, he bounced between jobs: janitor, bricklayer, struggling art student. He roomed with Jack Klugman, ate beans, waited tables. He didn't break into Hollywood. He carved his way in, first in westerns, then war flicks, always in the background, quiet, coiled, watching. He didn't have leading man looks. He had leading man menace. Directors noticed, so did the audience. Chapter 3, A Name Too Dangerous, in the Red Scare. 50s, Buczynski sounded too Eastern Bloc, too suspicious, so he changed it, and Charles Bronson was born, with a face that looked like it had been forged in a blast furnace. He didn't do charm, he didn't crack jokes, he let his silence do the threatening. Chapter 4, Vengeance Pays, The Magnificent Seven, The Great Escape. Once upon a time in the West, where Bronson, playing harmonica, spoke fewer words than anyone on screen but owned every scene. Then came Death Wish, 1974. It was the role he was born to play. Paul Kersey, a grieving husband who picks up a gun and starts hunting muggers through New York like a one-man war. The critics were horrified. The audiences went wild. It sparked a franchise, turned Bronson into a global icon, made his flinty stoicism into a brand of justice. In Italy, they called him the Ugly Angel. Chapter 5, Love, Loyalty, and the Long Goodbye. Bronson was intensely private. His first marriage gave him kids. His second, to actress Jill Ireland, gave him companionship. They appeared in 15 films together. When she died of cancer in 1990, he was never the same. He worked into his late 70s, slower, quieter, and eventually slipping into Alzheimer's. He died in 2003, not with a bang, but with the slow fade of a man who never needed a spotlight to be seen. Final curtain. Charles Bronson didn't talk much. He didn't explain himself, and he sure as hell didn't care about fame. He was the American dream with a 1,000-yard stare. From hand-me-down dresses to $1 million per film, he earned every scar. He showed us that you didn't have to be loud to be powerful. You just had to survive, and maybe carry a loaded gun. Love you, mean it, just like in old Hollywood.
Hey, mister, got a match?
Yeah.
What else you got? Let's see the money, man.
You'll have to take it.
Shit.